When it comes to begin a relationship, here's what I'd like to ask you. If I was to go out into Pitt Street Mall right now, and I was to go up to every female that I saw, every woman that I saw, and I was to say, hey, would you like to get married? Do you want to get married? Do you want to get married? How many out of 100 do you think are going to say yes to that? For me, because I'm quite handsome, it could be 20%. If I just had my hair cut, it could go up to 30% potentially. Now, not many, right? It's pretty much zero. That's because we're going in for the kill straight away. Some of those people may want to marry me, but not if I ask straight away. Likewise, with our business, when we do a piece of marketing that goes straight for the kill, do you want to buy now? We've got a sale on, 20% off. No one cares about that. You haven't done the second step, which is begin a relationship. Don't look to get clients now because you need them now. That'd be like me going out to Pitt Street Mall. I need to get married now. Does that make sense? Are you ready to get married now? It's not going to work. And I'll give you the stats to follow. I call it the 3 versus 67%. Someone shout out their product or service. Anything that is. Product or service? What was it? Angel healing? Energy healing. So at any one time, 3% of people are actively shopping for energy healing, or whatever your product or service is. They're looking for energy healing right now. They're on Google, on YouTube. 7% of people are open to you. If you have the conversation and say, hey, I'm an energy healer, they're open to having that discussion. Then we've got 30% of people are aware for the future. So not right now, but maybe in the future. I'm going to tuck that little nugget of information in my brain, and then maybe in the future we can have a conversation. 30% are unconscious. Not literally unconscious, but they don't know what an energy healer is. They just don't know. They could potentially find out and do business with you as well if you take the time to begin a relationship, not just say 20% off energy healing services today only. Last 30% is no. They know what it is and the answer is no. So we should be focusing our efforts on the 67%. If you take out the people who are no, we shouldn't be concentrating on those. If we take out the people who are already actively shopping for us anyways, they'll probably find us. We should be focusing on the 67% instead of just going for the 3%. And therefore, instead of wasting our marketing dollars, putting a piece of marketing out there thinking, why is this not getting a response? How come I'm wasting my time, or whatever it is like that? As opposed to starting to begin relationships with people. How do you begin a relationship? In this day and age, people want solutions to problems that they have. So if you think about your ideal client, if you put yourself in their shoes, which once again is easier to do when you've got one person in mind, if you put yourself in their shoes and think, what's their top of mind problem? What's the problem that they go to sleep thinking about? When they wake up in the morning, that problem is there. You want to have a direct match with that problem and solve that for them by giving them education. Raise your hands if you've ever had customers who try and beat you down on price. They want it for less, for lower. That's an educational problem. Doesn't matter what product you've got. If you build swimming pools, if you've got coaching, if you've got a spirulina product, if you sell organic wine, property, everyone needs some type of education. So I was talking to a lady in, also happened to be Melbourne. She does brow bars. She paints people's eyebrows on. So she sometimes gets people that call her up and says, oh, how much do you charge? She says she charges $4.80. That's too much. The person down the road charges $4.20. I'm going to go to them. So for $60, you lose a client. But she uses a better technology. So I said, you need to, if you want, begin a relationship by teaching people things. People who are searching for eyebrows or whatever your product or service is, they want to know the different technology. Is it pain-free? What's the recovery time? What are the things I should look for? Put out a video series, a special report, an evening event, the 5 pitfalls of building your own home, 7 things to look out for in the share market, 3 ways to longevity. Could be anything, an automated webinar, but something that educates. When you educate, you increase the trust you have with your client, and you increase what we call inelasticity of price. Inelasticity of price means when you put your prices up, the demand doesn't change. Does that make sense? You put your price up, and because they trust you, they've got a relationship. Because you educated them, the price doesn't change. Imagine right now your client was searching for your product or service. If they took the time to consume solutions to the problems they have, like they spent an entire 30 minutes on a video series or a webinar. They read the special report. Now they've got a connection with you. Now they think you do things slightly differently. They can see the type of technology you use, how much experience you've got, your 5-step system for how you lead people from lost to finding fulfilled passion, whatever it is. Now that they've got that, they won't just jump ship because of price. And now you've got a connection with them. We're beginning a relationship with people. We want our first-time clients to be lifetime clients.